can check that out, so we can stop this other rumor of we're wanted by the cops. No, we're right here. That's a rumor that's being carried, and it's being carried by a Jacqueline Susie something former cat. So it's carried by that person because it's you guys can see the relation and the connection. Ask yourself, is this child old enough to make decisions that Cassie Ventura had to make at 18, 19 years old? We may only be talking about the young adults in this situation, but Cassie was 19 years old. Sean Combs' twin daughters are 18 and 19 years old. If he did this to Cassie, what do you think that he would do to his own daughters? Okay, I don't have that much time, and I don't have long to explain. Hi. Yes, we're alive, so that missing narrative can go right out the window. We're dead. That can go right out the window too. We still kicking. We're still here. You missed us again. You guys remember when, stay with me 90s, this is important, please screen record. We are in the state of California. You guys remember when right after we did a live event for the very first time, we got quiet for a really long time, damn near a year, right? We put our heads down, we found this spot in the middle of the desert, and there we put some stuff in. We were like, you know, we're gonna put our heads down, got some stuff from our storage, and then there was a dance class, a dance studio down the street, which is what you guys seen in the smear campaign. Went down the street to the dance studio, and I did a competition in less than 6 weeks. If you are an entertainer, performer, choreographer, you know that shit is that is impossible, right? It was done, they won, it was great. Went for the experience, not the award, but I went under justice. I went under a pseudonym. I need y'all to stay with me, okay? So now, the Black Panthers, once again, you guys remember Standing Rock? We're doing the same shit. The Black Panthers paid content creators, the Black Panthers, the ones that I hate kitty with, and then they got all pissed off, all of them came running out of the woodwork. Yeah, they paid a bunch of content creators to dox this address and this house that you see here. I'm gonna turn this camera around. It's empty now, just like Standing Rock. Y'all see the similarities? So what happened was the Black Panthers, I'm gonna try not to get the angels that's here. The Black Panthers paid content creators to dox our address and to find us after Diddy got arrested. Okay, not to mention what Diddy had in on to do with this too, okay? So they paid them to do this, and this is a little trailer that's in the middle of the desert, okay? Where is he? Stay out. Stay out for a second. Okay. This is it. It's gone. All right? Now I wanted to make this clear that it's gone, because people are still on this and they're still messing with the people that's in this town. I want to thank Ridgecrest Police Department, China Lake Police Department, because I don't have a great reputation with the cops. I was raped by them. I know that not all cops are bad cops. There's very few and far in between. But there is a thing called the Freemason Brotherhood Society, and because of the people that I was put in a placement with, the outlaws and the predators, the one that was screwing the chief of police that was married, that one, Micro Mike that's still pissed off. Tell Ronald I said hi, I'll see him later. By the way, so you guys remember when we were pulled over in 14 different states, 14 different times with no ticket? Y'all remember that? Okay. So Micro Mike, the chief of police, now was screwing the one of the Lucretians that you see, the secretion of Satan, the LaCroix goblin that you see. We'll talk about that later. We have to go live later because there's only so much that we can say right now. Okay, and so the Freemason Brotherhood Society, the police, they took us to this trap house, I mean inside us, stay with me, onto a trap house in Nason, and they were doing that to so many other girls. It was in Moreno Valley, California on Nason Street. It got burned to the ground once I started mentioning it. You know, nothing around it burned, just the house. Go figure, right? Hawaii. Shit, we have to go. We have to get out of here, but we'll be right back. We'll be right back. Hey, can you see her? Right now. Thank you. We love you too. My mom's right here. Hold on. There she is. again. So, thank you for screen recording this. So I'm gonna, if you are a 90 that has been following us for a while, if you can help some people who are trying to catch up. There's so many rumors, AI is getting out of control, there's so many people muddying the message of the truth, not just for us, but about the children. So if you can help us with the information, if you know the real information, we appreciate you, and we know where the real ones are, so we ain't gonna get into all that. Hi, we alive, so that rumor could go out the window. I'm not missing. I'm missing to the people who are on social media. There are 44 people who know where we are every day at every single second. God forbid we take our last breath, they know where we're at. If we don't answer these phones in a matter of time, then all hell will break loose. You will know if we are dead. Trust me. Trust me. People won't sit quiet. Will you?
No.
So many other heroes will tell you they won't. You'll know where the real ones are. You'll know where the insurance holders are. Nobody's gonna hold on to a dead man switch if we're not here anymore. Okay, so let's talk for a second. I'm gonna shut comments off because I need you to stay with me. Okay, and then I'll turn them back on in just a second. Somebody told me I need glasses. I know, okay, I do have glasses. I know I can't see, but we were just moving and I got all kind of dirt all over me, so it was just not a good idea right now. It's just been raining, okay? We might cut out, so if we do, we'll try to be back. Around the first time we did the event, the live event that we did for the very first time, after we finished it, we put our heads down for a second. We found a small place in the middle of the desert. That place, there was a sign down the street that said something about an adult dance class. I walked in and they asked me to stay and help. I said, no, I can't do that. I called angels out of, they flew from all four corners. People came out and said, if this is what you want to do, and if this is what's going to bring you peace for a second, to be able to volunteer your time to work with children for 6 weeks, we'll be right there while you do it. So they came and stood watch, right? The studio owner knew, everybody knew, pretty much. Okay, in that time, we were still raising awareness for child trafficking, but through art, through dance. You guys know about that house because the Black Panthers paid content creators to dox the house that you just seen, 6616 Valley Avenue. That's what you just seen. I'll tell you. You know I'll tell you. Just like I told you before that my former name was Tori Tashina Outlaw. That bitch is dead. She's dead. They killed her. Another story for another day. We don't have that much time, okay? So, we had this little place, and then we put a little bit of our stuff in there. We kept our heads down. Around September 2024, Sean Combs, P. Diddy, got arrested. Right around that time, the Black Panthers, people that work with Sean Combs, and you're seeing it all over the place, so you already know what I'm talking about. But many people doxed the home, put out the address, put out the studio, paid content creators. And what's funny is the content creators that they paid some are child advocates, and the rest of them have children of their own or work with special needs children. Somebody needs to check on that. Anywho, they paid to dox the house. Now, we weren't there for that long, so of course we had to get up, move right out of the way. We had already known that something was going on, so we got up and moved out of the way. I want to thank the Ridgecrest Police Department, China Lake Police Department. I don't usually do that because I was raped by a chief of police. I was trafficked by Freemason Brotherhood Secret Society police. I know a lot of you police officers, you're going to be like, that's not real. You know it's real. You and I both know it's real. Stop playing, okay? There's a double side to every badge. There's a double side to everything. So I want to thank China Lake Police Department, Ridgecrest Police Department, because when all of this happened, I went under the pseudonym Justice while I was in this small town. I volunteered my time as a dance teacher, as a character reading books to children. I worked with special needs kids, I worked with babies, I worked with adults, and all of these people are related to the base that is in this desert. Okay, so when this all happened, the detectives and police department of this town were contacted, and I was in contact with them during this whole entire smear campaign. I want to thank you, because you really kind of restored my faith in some of the police department. They protected their children, they protected their town, and they protected their own. I talked to a detective, and turns out that I had met him already, being a dance volunteer teacher in this town, and he's like, you know what, I know all of this is noise, keep going, you're doing what you need to do, live your life, I see all that's going on, it's noise. And I said, thank you. Okay, if you want to check that out for yourself, you can check that out, so we can stop this other rumor of we're wanted by the cops. No, we're right here. That's a rumor that's being carried, and it's being carried by a Jacqueline Susie something former cat. So it's carried by that person because it's you guys can see the relation and the connection, but it's because a lot of people want to kill us. People want to murder me, torture me, take me back. I want to let you guys know that I stand 1,000%. I stand 1,000% on and behind everything that I have said to you in the past 5 years. I recant not a damn thing, nothing. The truth doesn't change when it's the truth. Simple as that. I have not been subpoenaed for the Black Panther red carpet event that they are calling a Diddy trial. They are not talking about the children whatsoever. When they start to talk about the children, call me. Because as of right now, they're not talking about the children. Pam Bondi, we're not talking about the children. You're not protecting the children. You're lying. You're protecting predators. Because I know damn well you and I and all everybody else knows there are way more buyers than Diddy, Epstein, and Ghislaine. Nobody gives a shit about Epstein anymore. If he died, if he pretended to die, if he's still involved with the Mossad, if he is still involved with the government, nobody gives a fuck. It's not about that. It's about who else did he sell children to? Who are the buyers? That's what it's about. Dan Bongino that's on this case, we're still not getting down to what happened in the term of Obama's and Clinton's. But we're going to tell people that nothing happened with Epstein? Kash Patel was put into place as the head of FBI. You fought to get to that place. I once believed you when you said you were going to uncover every damn thing when you got there. Why should a survivor have to tell you to get your shit together? You're the one who said that you would uncover the files. You're the one who said that then your people found out that they were the ones who lost the files. After they lost the files, then you come out and say that Epstein, there's no substantial evidence in the Epstein files. Who is that? What is that for you to say? First of all, release the buyers. Everybody's talking about I'm protecting the children. No, the hell you're not. You are protecting the buyers because everybody knows that that Epstein file is full. It ain't just Diddy. There's 100 witnesses on this trial. And not one of them are, the prosecutor asked about where the hell are the children? Were there children? Did you see the children? What children? Do you honestly think that we're talking about what's really going on until we start talking about the children? That has been my entire message this whole time. I'm a very simple person. I want to go back to school. I want to live my life. I want to be left the hell alone. And if I could do that, I would be just fine. I don't need money. I don't need notoriety. Never needed a media cookie. I don't need you to know my name. What I need you to know is that I am not the only one going through this. This is not just our war. Not one time have they brought up the children. I was one of the children. So for everybody asking, why aren't I testifying yet? First of all, I was not invited. Second of all, it's a Black Panther party. Do you not see that? All of a sudden, one piece of the video of Cassie we only have a little bit of a piece of it. But then all of a sudden, the DOJ, the Department of Justice, can release the rest of the video, and then you can see that not only did the DOJ hide that video, not only did the police officers that were called on that incident hide that video, not only did the hotel manager that now you see his face hid that video, not only did the staff on the clock around that time hid that video, Diddy had people in his pocket to make sure that that video didn't see light until now. If that's what they do, what do you think that they did to the children? If you're hearing all the stuff that's going on in this trial and you're sick to your stomach, whatever you heard, what the hell do you think that they're doing to a children? It's graduation season. If you have a child that is 18 and 19 years old, hey, can you pull over for a second? I love you. Can you pull over for a second? If you have a child that is 18 to 19 years old and just graduated, I want you to look at them and ask yourself, don't ask me, it's not for me, I don't know, who am I, right? Ask yourself, is this child old enough to make decisions that Cassie Ventura had to make at 18, 19 years old? We may only be talking about the young adults in this situation, but Cassie was 19 years old. Sean Combs' twin daughters are 18 and 19 years old. If he did this shit to Cassie, what do you think that he would do to his own daughters? And why shouldn't they know what their father is guilty of? Why shouldn't they know what they're in the middle of? Why shouldn't they know that it could be them? It's not just Diddy. It's never been about just Diddy. And a lot of you didn't even want to touch the fact that it was Diddy. And here we are. You still don't see what's in front of you? Really? Satan is like, hey, how you doing? And everybody's like, we're fine, thank you. And then nobody can see him. He's right in your face. Hello? The officials that are supposed to be doing this, I don't want to hear you're scared. So are the children. Do you know it's been over 100 days since she said that those files, Pamela said that those files were on her desk? It's been over 100 days. She said she was going to release them like that. So which one was it, Pamela? You lied about that too. You said you had it on your desk. That was bullshit because it wouldn't fit. And you and I both know that. How many years has this been going on? How many years have we been covering this up? How many kids do you think are on those ledgers? How many buyers do you think? And in this time that they're still covering the shit up and still being quiet about it, those buyers are still buying children. And everybody's cool with it. So for those of you who are on this Diddy trial, are you on the Diddy trial for entertainment or are you on it for actual justice? Do you actually give a damn or do you need entertainment? Because the government knows that. The government knows that. They know that y'all are on this for entertainment. And they know when they get a little bit close to the kids, they're going to back everybody up and then cause it a false flag. Doesn't mean that people didn't get hurt. It doesn't mean that it wasn't real. It means that it was planned, orchestrated, made as a distraction. So you look over where? Over there, not to what you really need to be looking at. So when we start getting too close to the children on this case, it's going to get shut down. I already told you that. That's the way this goes. The justice system is rigged. I've been known that. I have many affidavits. I've sat on them. And because we went quiet for that year, I went ahead and made sure everything was sworn and done. And then I backed up and was like, wait a minute. We knew he was going to get arrested. We knew something was coming. We just didn't know when. So we backed up, put our heads down, and y'all didn't hear from us for almost a year. You remember that? That's why. My mom needs to talk to y'all. We have to go. We need to get out of this town. We are in the state of California, though. If you're in the state of California and you have counted the cost and you can help us, we might need some witnesses. Because this is going to get messy. We don't give a shit. We really don't. Lassane Outlaw, I got a few things to say to you, too. The Outlaws, the Predators, I got something to say. My dad is sitting right here. Not the one that you guys actually you don't know of. Well, you do know of. Not that one. That's not a dad. Okay, I'm actually getting adopted soon. 1 second. Hold on. Mama, hold on. You go.
Like Allie said earlier, we recant nothing that's been said in the last 5 years. I'm going to address some things in a couple days through a video. I don't care if you think I'm a liar. I don't care if you think I'm Allie's handler. I don't care if you think I'm her lover. I don't care if you think we're grifting. I don't care if you think she's lying. You can think whatever you want about either one of us. I don't give a fuck.
We've been called so many things we really don't care.
What I do care about is what you're doing about the children. Because if you get sideways about us and ignore what we're trying to tell you about the children, then the blood of the children is on your head. Pamela Bondi. It's been over 100 days. You do the math on that, we'll do the math on that in a couple of days. But there's over 2 million children that are missing in the 100 days that you've been sitting on the files. Just because Epstein died, those buyers are still buying children. That didn't stop because he died or faked his death or whatever it is. I don't give a shit what he did. All those people on that list, on those ledgers, they're still buying children. And the more you protect them and the more you ignore it and the more you lie to the public, that shit is on you. Cash Patel, you promised transparency. I haven't seen anything transparent. If Epstein killed himself, then you need to release that to the public. Don't tell us what you think happened or what your interpretation is. Release it to the public. We can figure that shit out ourselves. We're not that dumb. If you guys don't do your damn job, I'm asking you to resign and get out of the fucking way so somebody can do something for the children. And that's it and that's all.
One more thing. A few days ago was our adoption day. Yeah, so for the all those other rumors, we've been called everything in the book. When you actually are dealing with real shit, you don't care. That's how it works. Pimps were not nice to me either, and neither were they to her. So, you know, you just get used to it. I come from a place where people traded me a lot in the home of the outlaws, in the home of the predators that I started in. I would take a DNA test for so many reasons, because there's so many holes to stories. That LaCroix goblin that y'all seen not too long ago, the one who tried to kill all of her kids, who did sell her kids, who got away with so much. That was somebody who was like an incubator or a breeder for the family. Okay, so that's another thing that we're going to explain for another day, but I have all that. And if you want to know, I think an investigation should be ran on the outlaw family. An investigation, especially the ones that you see coming forward, investigations should be ran. If you need any information, I have it. Not that I trust you with it, because people are losing shit that they supposedly had for years. Not that I trust the FBI with it, because they can't hang on to shit for their lives. Okay? Not that I trust the FBI with it, because they keep swatting their own damn people. They can't even trust themselves. So, but we have it. For anybody that, if there's anyone, that's the sad part. Isn't that the sad part? Anywho, the outlaws should be investigated for so many reasons. Okay, now, the man that had a hand in creating me, I want to talk to you. I know you know who you are. Whether your name is Lassane Outlaw, whether it's the last name is Simpson. We know the last name is not Simpson. Okay, we know that. We know that, but we know the secret society that you're in wants you to believe that. All hail the brothers. Yeah, no, we don't believe that. But I do know that I met you October 5th of 2005 in Ontario Mills parking lot. And what you told me that day versus what you did versus the tattoo that I seen on your chest, Juice. Why does your 13-year-old supposed daughter that you came into my life to tell me that I'm your child because somebody paid you to? Why should I know what's tattooed on your chest? I'll tell you why. He raped me. I have the police report. We have the evidence. We have the information. How many times we gave it to Child Protective Services custody. And even then, Child Protective Services custody gave me back to him for my 16th birthday and then said, oh, we're sorry, we forgot he had a police report. No shit. No shit. That wasn't really an apology to me. That was just an apology that someone else fucked up down the line. But it wasn't last name Simpson. No, it wasn't him. I know it's not him. And I mean, features are just starting to post. Anyway, I don't like to use the word mom for women that are less than, because it's one thing to be a mother. Anybody. Any female can be a mother. It takes a damn good woman to be a mom. Any man can be a father. It takes a real man to be a dad. Yeah? Okay? The ones that I come from were always trying to sell me, trade me, have sex with me, use me, for whatever reason. In this 5 years, this angel, give me your hand. I'm gonna just need this real quick. Say hello. Wave. Oh, that one too. He's white! Whoa, shit! He's white too! Wait, don't go anywhere. He's white too. I know so many people are going to be upset about that, because a white man has to do what once again a black man failed to do. A white woman did what a black woman failed to do. It doesn't need to be about race. It doesn't need to be about that, but the thing is that there's so much in the black community that I'm still here because of the woman that's sitting behind me. My faith is restored. I'm moving a little bit different. I'm starting to see what a real man is and how real men exist in this world because of this man that just got out of this car. I'm getting adopted legally soon. My name is changing. Getting a little bit longer. And I am so honored and proud to say that I have a dad now. And I never thought in a million years that I would call another man dad again. Ever. Because of so many reasons. Duh reasons, right? But no. I'm loved more than I could ever imagine. I'm still alive. And this man doesn't want anything from me. He's picked up every broken part. He's picked up every piece. He's gotten to know not just me, but every single one of my alters. Well, not everyone. Still working on that. That's a whole other story for another day. But I am getting adopted soon. And out of all the things that I wanted to tell y'all, I just wanted to tell y'all that for some good news. For the 90s that care. And that are happy for me. That I'm chosen again. Unlike the people who tried to curse me as unlovable. And so much more. But we have to go. We'll be live again soon. I just want to let y'all also know that there's a TikTok account that's up. That's collecting money on my pain. You know who you are. Hi, I see you. Yes, hello. You are a trafficker. You are a trafficker. You do know that, right? I think you do. But I just wanted to tell you myself, you're a trafficker. Not only are you trying to exploit my truth, but you're trying to use my face and use my pain to make you money. If you would like to switch me, actually don't. Never mind. If you would like to take on some of the PTSD, the night terrors, the moving from place to place every week, the not being able to sit still because people don't want to leave me alone because they tortured me and I said something and I got away and I'm still alive and now it's my problem. Okay? If we're not going to switch, I don't understand what the point is of you trying to be me other than being a trafficker. There's a TikTok account that is pretending to be me. Allie Carter Official. The real Allie Carter. You know, when you're really somebody, you don't have to say that shit. That's where we fucked up right there. But if you're following that account, if you know of that account, please report and unfollow that account because it's not me. There's also a Twitter account under the real Allie Carter that is now putting up things. I think I know this is a trafficker behind this account. And soon they're going to be doing some very wild things. It's not me. I'm telling you that right now, it's not me. There is somebody who can vouch for me and my mom every second of every day. There's a receipt always somewhere to where we are and what we're doing. God forbid somebody tries to do something and say that we're somewhere else. AI is getting out of control, as y'all can see. So if you are on that Allie Carter Official, the real Allie Carter account, that's not me. That's a trafficker trying to trap you. So I hope you didn't give them any information. because I've said it several times. The admin have said it several times. I'm no longer on TikTok. So, what?
It was dirty. Showed the world my hand.
Your hands dirty? His hands are. He said his hands are not always that dirty. We just finished moving. It's okay. They'll still love you. Well, some won't, but some won't. They won't. They won't at all. You'll get used to it. Welcome to the family, Dad.
The outlaws won't like you?
No, half of the world won't like you just as much as they won't like us. They'll call you Hitler, a Nazi, a trafficker, a handler, all that.
I am German.
You are German?
Yes.
Okay, he's German. That's admitting classified information.
I don't care.
Dad,
I don't care.
you don't care?
No.
Okay, welcome to the family. That's all I gotta say. You heard him. He said he didn't care. You signed the papers. You can't take it back. There's no give backs. Anything else? No?
For now.
We are not suicidal. There will be no car accidents or accidental car accidents. There will be no overdoses. We are not carrying anything in this car that cannot be accounted for. We are not carrying any weapons. We are not homicidal. Well, we're not. God has to do that. What else? What else do they usually do? We won't go paddleboarding soon. If we do, we know to stand up. And the board is tied to our legs, so we do know that we can float or stand up on the shallow end. What else do I need to tell y'all that you guys already need
Start
to?
finding out who is related and who affiliates with the Black Panthers. Start doing the math on how many missing kids have been in the last 100 days in the United States. Start doing a little bit of digging on your authority.
We'll be releasing more of the affidavits soon. We'll be releasing more insurance soon. Insurance holders, can you wait for drop 97? Can you get that ready, please? What?
They need to dig on the outlaws.
They need to what?
Dig on the outlaws.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Dig on the outlaws.
I didn't hear you, Dad. What'd you say?
La Ronda, Rochelle, outlaw.
Is that?
Tupac? What
I'm
did he have
sorry.
on his forearm?
I'm sorry, who'd you say the first Lucretian was? The secretion?
La Ronda?
Oh,
La
that's
Honda?
what.
La Ronda?
Uh-huh. And I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. That does need an investigation, right?
But what's
I didn't
that
say it. You said it. Because
Marquisio
I never
guy?
said that name
That
ever.
Marquisio guy.
Do you notice that, Dad?
Yeah, I know.
Did you
Words in your
notice
mouth?
that I had never said that name? You notice they told on themselves. Did you see that?
And then all of a sudden they gave Shelley Rochelle's middle name. La
Yeah.
Ronda's middle name. How'd that work?
How did that work? I don't know.
And people believe it.
It was sad.
Yeah,
It was
and
sad.
They didn't need to do the
Not
research
at one
on
time
her
did they
mom.
question the investigations, the CPS reports, the police reports, so many evidence. Not at one point. I'm sorry, excuse us. We're just talking real quick. I'm just talking to my dad.
They
Excuse me.
want to point the finger at your birth certificate saying that it's forged.
How is that forged? Can't you find that
Yeah.
out? I mean, I put that out there. We gave it.
The
Case
B
number.
team or whatever, the Beam team, whatever.
Yeah,
the
nobody's-
research kings. Can't do a
research
dollar.
clowns. The thing is I think those fools were wearing 99-cent crowns. I think they got them to Burger King. It's really a disrespect to real crowns. I think somebody was mad at me for wearing costumes,
Well,
but this is a grown man
disrespectful
wearing a
anyway.
crown, paper crown.
It was prison term from beating a woman.
Well,
so,
I mean,
you know,
the woman that
that's
he
who
is, the woman that he is with, that I thought of. Excuse me, I'm just talking about that.
Yeah.
Excuse us. The woman that
Tupac, it's father-daughter bonding.
this is what it really looks like.
Yeah.
Let me hear.
Oh,
Give me this. I just want to talk to you for a second.
My hand's dirty.
Your hand's dirty. It's almost looking.
No,
you're
me and Shelly are not
It's
dating.
almost close. Oh.
No,
Let me.
no.
Excuse me. Hold on.
No.
Excuse me. We'll continue our conversation in just a second. Wait, because
I got visitation.
Wait, because first of all, that lady, before you finish, because I got to talk to them, that lady that was dating the clown, or with the clown, or got beat, there should be because of the clown, and then he served a prison sentence, and then he was talking about us. Now, I know of the fact that I heard that she works with special needs children.
Oh, wow.
The same one that doxed people's children works with special needs children. I wonder, do those people know that?
I don't think they can put two and two together.
I don't know if those people know that. Do you think those people know that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, hold on a second. I just want to let y'all know that they are not dating. My mom would rather stab her eyes out with a spoon. No shade to those who are married. No shade to the real power couples that stand strong. I am now, my faith is being restored, that love is real and real men exist. So no shade to y'all, okay? All respect. But my mom, that's just not her jam. No, she's not gay, and no, she just don't want a man. And no, she just don't want that problem. She just want to be left alone. She wants her dogs. That's what she wants, okay? She would rather stab her eyes out with a spoon. A dull one, okay? This was our decision. Hold on, let me talk to you. Dad?
Yes.
I love
you too.
I love when I love when I say it and it actually means something, and I don't get freaked out. Okay.
And yes, she gets grounded.
Don't start.
Okay.
I still got attitude. What was I?
I don't know, we were talking.
We covered that you guys are not dating.
Yes.
Okay, that's not a thing.
No, it's not.
Before it starts.
It's still gonna go because people just like to do their own little thing.
Yeah, it's the internet.
Little tangents, yeah.
It's the internet.
Just looking for clout, sitting in their mommy and daddy's basement, just typing away. Not happy with their lives, so they gotta make other people's lives miserable.
Right.
But it's okay. We stay focused on God, and we have our plan. We're gonna go get the children right now. So yeah, Marquisio, it's about the children. You don't fuck.
Okay. So, we had more, but in case you guys ever want to just sit here, well, me and my parents have a car. My parents! I have 2 of them. Y'all do see that life exists, right? If you're a survivor and you're watching this and you're like, I would be pissed at me too. There's so many people that are pissed at me because I'm just like, I just wanted peace and I just wanted to be free. I had to make a decision. So I just want you to know that I had to make a very hard decision to leave, to start moving, in order to be sitting right here. Thank you to the family that I have now. That not only do I have parents, 2 parents now, a mom that loves me and will fight like hell for me. What mom do you know bugs at an occult? An attorney general. We are fighting and tug-of-warring with the government. Do y'all realize that, right? We're not influencers. You don't need an influencer to be influenced to do the right thing. That's ridiculous. We're nobody special. We're just not going to stop screaming about it. And we're not going to shut up about it. This is our life. Right? But I'm alive because I got to start again and I was chosen.
Did you hear that? Chosen.
Chosen. Let me say it one more time. You want to do it together? 1, 2. Chosen. With the world. Ready? On everybody. 1, 2, 3. Chosen. Yes. Ooh, I felt that. Chosen. Not only do I have 2 parents now, I have aunties, uncles, chosen grandparents, chosen sisters, the men in my life, chosen brothers. Y'all on here, I know I was just in the private chat. Yes, that's me making a private chat. So if you've been invited and you're like, that's not real, it's actually me. We're about to do another private chat in there. I've been handing out documents, just giving them out like candy. I don't want to have to do it. I don't want the insurance holders to have to do too much when we're dead. So I thought we could just start doing it while I'm alive. Screw it, right? Programming is broken. Programming is broken. Yes. Things... You can start again. All jokes aside, you can start again. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's easy at all. I will never lie to you and be like, oh, it's going to be fine. No, it's going to be hard. But you can start over. Something is possible. You just got to make a choice. Okay? This army is not just for us. So, thank you to all of you who have seen us from day one. Thank you to all of us who knew the truth since day one and who have stood by us. Thank you to those who have prayed for us, stayed up for us, sent positive vibes, because I know a lot of people don't believe in Jesus. That's fine. I didn't believe in him at first either. Okay, but now I know that he's real. I know that he's my real Savior. Lord Jesus Christ is my Savior. The Father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, not the many other gods that we're talking about. No, I'm talking about the Father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But I also know that people don't know who he is. And I have a relationship. I don't have a religion. Big difference. Jesus is my friend. Not only that, he's my father, my first father. Yeah. So I'm not trying to preach at you, but we are about to pray before we head out of here. If you don't want to pray, that's not your jam, but you were here to talk about the truth of the children. Thank you for sharing, spreading the message, and continuing the fight. Ask the questions, demand the answers. As much as people demand stuff from me, why aren't you demanding it from your officials, your news stations? Watch out for the false flag. It's coming, California. We already known that. We already knew that, right? Watch out for the distraction. It's coming. Don't let up about the kids. Can y'all help me, please? If we died today, can you do me one damn favor? Don't let up about the kids. It don't matter how many people you have on your platform. That doesn't matter. If you have 2 people on your platform, don't let up about the kids. If you have some contacts in your cell phone, don't let up about the kids. Because the same people that called you crazy conspiracy theorists, stay off the internet, this is too dark, you got shunned over dinner, over COVID, and all the other bullshit, are the same people calling you back asking you, how did you know? How did you know all this was going on? There's people demanding for the Epstein files right now. They don't really want the Epstein files. They just want Trump. I never said that I like Trump. I said that I have never encountered Trump myself. That does not mean that that man is innocent. I don't know that. He's a bajillionaire. It takes a lot to get into that position. And I'm sorry, but we all know Trump liked to party, which means at one point he was a hoe. So no, I don't know if he's guilty, but I've never dealt with him personally. I didn't see him personally. And I've been saying that since the beginning. He's the only one, though, that has talked about the child trafficking. That's why I've said his name. Now let's see if he actually does something about it. Because his team is looking a little... Lord, have mercy. Trump, get your people. Please, get your people. Sir, respectfully and slightly disrespectful, get your people. Please. Damn. For the children who are not here, get them. Their souls need to rest. And those that are being tortured, they need out. Please do something. Anything. Father God, I thank you for this day. I thank you for this time, Jesus. We just thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you for keeping the air in our lungs, God. We just ask that you keep us safe on this road. Put a hedge of protection around this truck. Let us get where we're going safely. I just thank you for everything that you do for all of us in Process and Progress, God. I just thank you for showing yourself to someone who may not know you, Jesus. I thank you for doing something about your children and gathering those and lighting a fire in those to do something about the children, Jesus. We love you, we honor and praise you. In Jesus' name we pray. Thank you and amen. We will talk to y'all sooner than later. Thanks for sharing. Bye, y'all.